Hello, my name is ZeroEmpires and I'm bringing you another matchup here between Ra and Resurrect. So, as I said in my previous video, I'm going to do something a little bit different at the start of each video due to the starts of these games being very similar. So first of all, I'll introduce the players. We've got Ra here playing as Grey. He is playing as Byzantines, and to the west of him we've got Resurrect playing as Teal and the Civilization Turks. So, it's going to be good to see what these players do. We're on the Arabia map, and yeah, let's see where they go with this. So while they're collecting their sheep and getting their food count up to get to the feudal age, I will talk a little bit about me. And in the last video, I've rather stupidly said, hey, I'll tell you a bit about me. Actually, no I won't, I'll tell you about my message. And I didn't really mean to say that. I meant to tell you my message and not give the little spoiler that I'm going to tell you about me, because, hey, that just sounded dumb. But anyway, now I'm actually going to tell you a bit about myself. But before I do that, I'll just point out a few changes that I've made from comments that you've given me. I've increased the screen resolution so you can see more of the map at any time, and that was due to a request. And also I've turned the background music down, and some people have been saying that they're not too keen on the background music. However, I do intend to keep it because it adds a sort of another dimension to the video. You know, if I've not got something to say or I fumble my words, you've got some lovely music to listen to in the background. And, you know, if I turn it down enough, hopefully it shouldn't distract you too much from what I'm saying, or you get the message. And also, I decided to use different music rather than just Age of Empires music because, I don't know, it'll get repetitive, I think. You know, if you watch 10 videos, say, and hear the same music track 10 times, it just becomes boring, I imagine. Turn Fog of War on for a little bit so we can see what scouting these players are doing. So anyway, about me. Well, believe it or not, I started playing Age of Empires in 1999 when it was released. And, what, I'm 18 now, and 1999 I was pretty young. I'm not going to work out how old I was, so I'll make myself look silly. Because, knowing me, on the spot, I will manage to monumentally fail at maths. So you can tell me how old I was when in 1999 if I'm 18 now. And so yeah, I started playing when I was very young, at the weekends when I used to go see my dad, and I used to play deathmatch, so random map was fairly new to me when I started Vubly, because I used to play deathmatch all the time. It was really big back on the zone, but still, I've got a good knowledge of the game, and I guess really I'm just qualifying myself to you as to why I should be commentating, because hey, you've got to know something about the game if you can do some commentary. You know, it'd be better than me saying, oh, and so Ra is building some units and they throw things at other units because I don't know what their units are or anything. But you know, I've got some good knowledge about the game, so hopefully I'll be able to keep you informed on what's going on and, you know, what upgrades do what, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, anywho, a little bit more about me then. So as I said in my last video, I finished my exams now, and you know, 3 months to make videos is quite a long time. Age of Empires Online is coming out, so I might look at doing some videos on there. You know, let me know if you want to see that, because I'm happy to do these for the time being. And yeah, as I've already said, I'm 18, and this is fairly new to me, but I can see myself enjoying it. It's pretty fun to talk about something I enjoy and something that I like playing myself. You can find me on Vubly actually. If you have a Vubly account, add ZeroEmpires. I've just created a new account on there, as I decided to go by a new name because Zachary was my old account name, and I don't know, Zachary, it's not really got a ring to it. ZeroEmpires, yeah, that's the way forward. ZeroEmpires all the way. So Ra now luring his boar, and it looks like he's going to be going for his second one anytime soon. If he's found his second one, that is. There it is over there. And another thing I'll mention as well, while my YouTube account is still new, I'm not able to upload videos longer than 15 minutes, so I've had to split most of these videos into 2 parts, which is fine for the time being, but hopefully I'll be able to upload longer than 15-minute videos as soon as possible, in which case I'll be able to upload longer matchups. So for the time being, I'm trying to keep the matchups under 30 minutes, so it's not in a 3-part video, as I think that's probably too much. And I got a request to do other various matchups, such as 2v2s or free-for-alls, and I'm happy to do that. However, I'll probably wait a little while until I can sort of upload longer videos, because these matchups, you know, when it's a 2v2, it can often last a lot longer. You know, a lot of Age of Empires games last an hour or longer in actual game time. So if I was to upload that, it would be in about 4 parts, and that's not really what I want to do for the time being. But I am happy to upload free-for-alls and do some, you know, pretty cool stuff. At the end of the day, it's a game, so I want to have as much fun with it as we can. So I'll be happy to do that once the time's right. Hopefully I'll find some more games soon. Also, if you want to submit a game that you want me to commentate on, that's fine, I'll do that. You know, just let me know. Give me some suggestions, especially about the Age of Empires Online, because I'm quite interested in playing that myself. So I'd be happy to do a play-by-play, or, you know, a let's play on it. So yes, let's see what's going on here then. We've got Resurrect now, finishing up on his boar, slightly ahead in score, and that's probably due to Ra only not starting on his second boar yet. Well, he has started now, but you know what I mean. And I'm a poet and I just don't know it, because I'm making rhymes left, right and centre here. What a pro. No, I'm sure you'll forgive me for that. Anyway, so Arabia map, you know, looking at early pressure. Both players nearly ready to advance, I believe. They're both on 21-22 villagers, so 22 to 24 is the usual advance mark, I'd say, for Arabia maps. 22nd villager now coming out for Resurrect, creating one more, and then he's probably going to be going to the feudal age. If he can get his food count up in time, he needs another 100. That villager almost completed. He'll probably garrison these villagers into the town centre to get that food count up. There we go, and he's garrisoned them in, and he's advancing now. Ra also advancing slightly ahead there. So now we're going to be seeing a transition onto more wood while these players get their barracks up. I've decided not to really do these commentaries blind as well. My last commentary, I didn't actually watch the video before I commentated it, so I wasn't sure on the quality of what it was going to be like. So this time I've actually flicked through the video really quickly to see if it's going to be a decent match, and you know, if I think it's going to be a decent match, then I'll go ahead with it. At least then I kind of know what's going on. A little zing there. Okay. I don't know why he zinged that, but you can now see that Ra is sending some villagers over. 4 villagers in fact, so it's similar by the looks of it to the early pressure of the last game that I commentated. Possibly building a forward base. Resurrect now getting his barracks up, seeing that threat, so there's no doubt he's going to be preparing for some early pressure, and Ra now getting barracks up himself. Resurrect has seen that, of course, because he walked straight past it. And I'm doing it again. I'm using my mouse to look around. I really need to stop doing that. Keep your left hand on the keyboard, sir. Okay, so Resurrect and Ra now both getting barracks up. Still both in the feudal age, however, Ra looks like he's about to advance in just a few moments. Ra also with a... no, they're actually both on the same villager count still. So it's very close so far in actual gameplay. Let's see... there we go. Ra has just gone feudal. And Byzantines are a reasonable civilization. And compared to Turks, they've both got pretty much the same feudal technologies available, as with most civilizations. Both of them now getting an archery range out, and Resurrect going for a second one, as is Ra, so they're pretty much going to be trying to keep up with each other here. Resurrect having a little wall off here, so it's going to be hard for Ra to get around this way, as that's a long way round. And Resurrect isn't doing too bad at walling himself in, he's in a nice little spot here. However, the pressure is coming from Ra here, so whether or not it's going to pay off for him,